this first World
What's
Championship.
up?
And I don't really have to describe mid lane.
All right,
matchup
what I need to do?
We're straight into picks and bans, which I think will be so important going into this first game. Damwon on the blue side, I think they're gonna ban away. Yeah, there's Gumush.
My messages aren't working.
Expecting Nami, LeBlanc, and maybe coming out from Damwon as well. T1 could ban away things like TF, Lee Sin, and Yubi.
Yeah, it's so interesting because it had been
Fucking
7
shitty
straight
Discord.
games and 7 straight wins on the Aphelios.
Brother, I'm picking bad face.
Aphelios and
Oh,
Jace,
it's working now?
20 and 2 this year. All other picks combined, 17
Messages are
and
working?
23. And it had been shocking that he kept getting this pick because he's so dominant on it. So I'm so interested to see what they have prepared now down in that bot lane.
Yeah, and with that Syndra ban, maybe T1 will want to leave Lee Sin over to Canyon and pick Poppy into it. I mean, we saw Canyon's Lee Sin 3 games in a row against Mad Lions look dominant.
Hey, what's going on?
Damwon maybe
Send me a link.
Syndra, for LeBlanc bans perhaps, with now Syndra being down.
And obviously, Owner, one of the original adopters of the Poppy jungle in this tournament. That said, Canyon's Lee Sin performance against the Mad Lions was monstrous. Single-handedly, I think one of the best of fives we've seen on Lee Sin ever. So even though Poppy has some of those positive interactions, you always feel like it's a bit of a risk to give Canyon such a strong comfort pick.
But the Lee Sin is going to be up and very
Oh my
likely
god, I
will be
removed all
going
the sources.
over. I do think T1 could easily answer, with the Poppy if they want to go that route.
Okay, added
Owner has
it.
not actually played the Lee Sin yet this tournament, but he does feel very comfortable in the matchup.
There's a lot of OP picks right now. You've got MF, you've got LeBlanc. Maybe you want to pick both these up and then pick Poppy on 3. Kennen is still up and Jace too. So I think Damwon are going to snatch up LeBlanc if T1 don't.
And as much as I know Lissandra is the conventional counterpick to LeBlanc, either one of these mid laners playing Lissandra is so sad to see. We want flashy
Where am I posting this? An input?
And yes, it's a good champion. And yes, you can play for the team. And you can play for the lane matchup.
Okay.
But I want to see people style
Press
it.
okay?
Yes, Faker's rise in game 1.
Okay, now what?
It's a gift. Thank you, Mr. Faker.
How will Showmaker respond with Syndra down? We saw Syndra Lee Sin being picked by Damwon 2 out of 3
I don't
games.
see anything. I'm
Based
supposed
on
to
the
see
Mad Lions series, there's the Jace pick. With Graves being down, it makes a lot of sense right now. You're forced into things like Kennen and Gwen if Khan wants to pick those now.
And with TF banned, you have Ryze, a pick that can actually move very well, utilizing the ultimate, push, and then roam up towards that top side, play towards the Jace. You do think if you're trying to play through that Jace, play towards this kind of 1-3-1 style, that they want to have a fairly strong jungler. I think Poppy on 3, as you said earlier, could make a lot of sense. But it also feels like roaming supports get that much more valuable in these situations. And this could be Khan's Lucian top as an answer into the Jace.
It definitely could be. Nami being down makes you wonder if it is
He's
going to
played
play. I mean, the only real way you play Lucian bot is with Brown perhaps, but T1 have last pick, so they could counter support if they want to. So that's probably going to be Khan's Lucian. The only pentakill of the tournament, I believe, was Khan on Lucian into Jace. Top lane is going to be Armageddon. LeBlanc, Lee Sin.
Oh my god,
there it is. This is a Poppy game.
Now what?
100%.
Yeah.
3 dashes, all top side pick. It's going to be a top side Armageddon.
Yeah, this is just so much attention towards that top side. I mean, Damwon have drafted an incredibly powerful duo in top, a duo with jungle mid. And
we're getting somewhere.
Raise the priority of these roaming supports because we have seen, a lot.
So it's like TCS.
People, especially in the LPL quarterfinals, people were doing Enchanter last picks and trying to win through 2v2. I think you kind of have to go towards a roaming support when the game is going to be decided on the other side of the map, and Poppy comes through as expected.
This isn't bannable, right, bro?
It's all up to those bot lanes.
Absolutely is, and we're looking at some of the most volatile top-side matchups that we have seen in a while this tournament. Certainly the tools on the side of T1 to disrupt and to find advantages, but it feels like if either top side gets ahead, it's going to be so easy for them to take control.
You're not trying to sabotage my entire career.
From the LCK finals is that T1 are a team that can get ahead, that can snowball the early game. That said, it was never enough.
Is this 3 minutes behind?
All those comebacks.
And one of the major issues for T1 in those losses had been the fact that they struggled to actually get vision.
Are the picks and bans like in the game they're already watching?
Side lanes in 1-3-1s and 1-4 situations, they were constantly getting picked off, even when they were playing from an advantage. So that's something that I really want to track and see. Has T1
my camera, bro?
Can they play through the mid
People
game
pay to see me. People pay good money. Oh, there I am.
I mean, Jhin is up, Draven is up. I expect the Lucian to go towards top side, but Jhin and Draven are the 2 champs that stand out to me alongside MF and maybe a Kai'Sa, but Leona gonna get picked up straight away.
Oh my god, Faker didn't pick TF. We can actually win. It's actually winnable. And I'm pretty sure Ryze is good into
I'm gonna be interested if Keria and Gumayushi even want to go towards like an Ezreal.
Dude, Faker's TF isn't even bad.
Keria has the ability to move, to actually roam really heavily. Obviously, the Ziggs was banned away to try to prevent Ghost from playing that, to enable Barrels roams.
Guys, why are you spamming wrong sides? Dude, who even cares what's on my screen? Just open the fucking game yourselves, you moron. Is this so hard to fucking comprehend? Like, just open the game yourself. Jesus Christ, you're such babies, bro.
Basically confirms that we know whatever Barrel's going to go for here, he's going to be roaming, and Maokai...
Is that Maokai support?
Oh, I like it. This is really
You're
interesting.
nervous, man. I can tell.
Going to do like a more tanky build, like go lock it, or if it's going to be mandate Maokai, because that would be really
Wait,
interesting.
is that a Draven lock-in confirmed? Is that a Draven lock-in? Yep. Oh, there's no timer. Oh, I think they're 100. MF's better anyway.
This mid jungle has so much setup, and we saw how well they can do playing through mid with Syndra Lee Sin. Now they get LeBlanc Lee Sin.
I don't know, bro. That's a. I like T1's draft a lot. Not a fan of the Jace top, but
comfort picks, and these are picks to snowball topside.
Now this is really interesting. Both the Jin and the MF obviously can be left alone if the supports are going to roam, but you know this is not an Ezreal or a Ziggs who's as safe.
Maokai's good into Leona, but it's MF Leona really nutty. Jin's dog shit. What does he even do this game? Poppy fucks what? 3 of their chin. I like it.
We saw the MF Cyrus last time around 5 years ago in the Rocks SKT.
Let's go, game 1, baby. Queue up.
Maokai into Leona. Both these compositions 1-3-1. Both
Queue the fuck up.
Single target damage. The ADs are there to facilitate. So just like the Zale talked about, we're gonna see 4-man topsides. MF obviously more favored because she can run towards mid much faster than the Jin, but we'll have to keep her eyes on how.
My prediction: T1 3-0.
And it's always good to remember when you are playing Maokai support into
fucking Showmaker pisses his game. Showmaker pisses his pants mid game 2. And they forfeit. Swear to God.
With the root, you have that
GG.
invulnerability to set up actually tower dives can be very effective. You pull aggro, then when you're going to take that last tower shot, you use the W, reset the aggro.
He can't take the pressure, bro.
Cool things you can
Faker was molded by it.
Now,
Dude, this is Showmaker's game of his life, dude.
it might be an absolute bloodbath, but no matter what, it will be.
This is Faker Saturday, bud. We don't even care. We're freaks.
The best right now versus the best that ever was. Pressure starts to mount. It is just a game 1, but it can mean so much to get ahead, to find any kind of lead, to build any kind of advantage. And we talked about it.
Are they ghosting? I think Dom wants ghosting. Nice fucking award. That's a report.
Yeah, and Barrel actually went top to ward that, you know, wanting to protect Khan.
No shot they ward that. They're ghosting. Close the stream.
That ward in the brush is actually
I think they're probably ghosting me, honestly. Fan fucking boys.
If you have that ward in the brush and
holy shit,
the brush gives you a significant advantage in the 1v1. So T1 look to try to catch someone in the river. They don't, but at the very least they do have the D ward, and Kana will be playing with the ward advantage because you can see that has actually been placed up there, and he still has his trinket ward available.
Dude, they're gonna have to zoom way in on their champ models, like I did yesterday.
Check on the early jungle pathing, see where they're gonna find the leash. But for now, Verizon 5G all chat. Share your opinions, cheers, and well wishes using the Verizon 5G all chat. Let us know who you think is gonna take this, or if Maokai is the big brain counter pick against Leona that we've been waiting for this entire tournament.
And Maokai builds just
Does this chat really start spamming sync? Guys, you fucking idiots. Dude.
Of course, the Poppy W can stop a lot of Damons engage. Lee Sin, LeBlanc, Maokai all can get blocked by this Poppy W. So a lot of defense.
Guys, I don't know, dude. I'm watching. Dude, is this what's this timer for, Joe?
The early crab rise, of course, has the early push into Showmaker.
And if they are going to be playing heavily around
that what you guys are seeing on screen is like delayed, but I don't know what's happening. Joe, I'm watching the Twitch stream live. I know for some people it's different, but but it's like 5 seconds, bro. And mobile, it's rough, but I don't care.
Yeah, and it's easy to see the strengths of Leona and what she provides in immediate engage. But you have the reliability of point click with Maokai. And while the
why am I on
isn't
like
as reliable, you also have little things that can help out in the laning phase, like sustain. The fact that your passive heals you up means
my in-game time is 2:30, 2:31, 2:32, 2:33, 2:34, 2:35. Okay.
The fact that saplings, even if you don't have a ward available, you can use the saplings to actually cover the brushes. Makes it very easy to have a sapling in try, a sapling in the river brush, and know if a gank is on the way. And that is just one of those little
I
things,
gotta-
very easy to check rushes, to clear for vision. Maokai's going to have a really safe time doing that.
Yeah, and I think setup is going to be very important for both teams. We talked about LeBlanc, Lee Sin having great setup. I mean, chain into Lee Sin, Q, Rise is as good as dead. But on the other side, the setup for Poppy Rise is not as good onto the LeBlanc.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not worried about it. They can, if they're...
Defensively, as Faker's T being
Look at this positive play! That's a dub, he's dead! That's first blood! Oh my, and Faker got it! Woo! Hey, well, look! A different beast, bro! Look at that proactive plays! Yes, sir.
Yeah, and Khan just
I missed the crab, but crab's a myth anyway.
in that lane. Didn't have his eyes on where that ward could be. The early TP from Faker making such a difference, and the wave is not actually reset here. It will eventually push because it is quite close to the tower, but Khan going to look to try to reset that, and with owner topside, you've got to be really careful about dying after your TP.
The danger for T1 now is Faker doesn't have TP, of course. So Showmaker could base here, Canyon could go up towards the top side, and they could 3-man dive top with Showmaker's TP. Kana still has flash, so he can play defensive, and owner's hovering around. He will base now.
I think that ward catches him so nice. That's like a coin flip right there. Coin flip ward. We take those.
Also spots Canyon.
Need a little bit of luck.
They've got eyes on it, and
A little bit of luck.
Play pretty defensively here.
At the end of the day, wild to see mid laners already moving out. Faker such an early teleport, and we knew that mid lane would be important. We talked about the importance of roaming. TF banned away. You're seeing LeBlanc. Yes, she
Shut up,
can
caster.
lock in that lane for a little
Who's
bit.
casting?
Faker, honestly, fantastic
Azael and who
teleport
else?
in mid lane matchup already delivering, even if not in the direct 1v1.
And when you see the drafts, you know that you've got to get out to those side lanes as Faker. You're playing this Rise. You want to move.
Dracos?
You want to be able
Yeah.
to get the
That's
Jace
a
ahead.
European caster. I can tell. GG.
Hold on to that thought. Ghost now going in. Root
Okay,
coming
this is
out.
close.
Saplings.
Stepping forward. Knight now ticking down. Herald taking. Gumishi has to run. He has no mana on this one. The trade's going to keep going, but Owner's
See
on the
him.
way in.
They
Now
see
they
him.
send
Back
one out.
up, bud.
Canyon in the area, though. They
Go
break
for it.
the
Fuck it.
border
YOLO.
again.
Is his W up?
Poppy now coming
That's
down.
a smash to the wall!
To safety. Walking away from this one for now. Flash
Ah! Is that oh my god, is that TRD dipshit on the Poppy? What are we doing, bro?
But they're looking for a return play on the top side. Khan gonna be in trouble already.
Get carried, kids. Holy fuck. Just bro, AFK farm owner, please, bro. Let Faker gank, push and gank. Oh my god. What is that tilt play? We're fucking 5 minutes into the match. Come on. Focus the fuck up, bro.
Yeah, such good pathing there by Canyon. Right place, right time. He is there. And Owner's flying in, trying to make something happen. But after you've used your spells from Poppy, you don't have
Tell him,
to do
Azel.
damage.
Azel, I
It's always gonna be
dude,
enough to actually
tell
protect
me
the
he's
tower.
drunk.
And when Maokai uses that twisted advance, Poppy's W does not block that because you do go untargetable. So
Was there not a window to wall stun him after he W'd though?
End of the day,
I think there was a small window.
Still relatively close, all things considered. Only 300 ahead. For Dalmon Q.
Timer's wrong. The timer on stream is that you're seeing under me is. Let me see. Wait. Let me watch. Yeah, I think. Oh, he was rooted, so he can't eat probably. But this was a fucking grief play. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I think it's like 5 seconds behind from my actual timer, which you see on stream.
yep, moving up towards that top side. The flash was already down. It's another kill there.
Yeah, fucking laugh it off, bro. Look at him. Look at him, owner. You got him fucking laughing at you, bro. How you feeling now, man? They're literally laughing at you. Fucking hell, man.
He's so immobile. And you're against the LeBlanc Lee Sin with summoners up as Gumayushi.
Goes 3 bullets left if he gets that 4-shot. Gumishi certainly gone, but Gumishi not going to extend the trade. Knows to walk away while he has the slow.
Yeah, Faker goes for the early Merc trade.
No, my timer in game 640, 641, 642, 643. The timer on stream is like that you see on stream is like 3 seconds behind.
Because there's so much kill threat on him.
And honestly, every single one of these matches just feels
Well, then plus stream delay.
to get the fight started off. Even in top lane, you can see Khan just using the culling to push out the wave. Owners in the area, as is Canyon.
Pause it until it's the same. No, that I'm delayed in real life. I don't give a fuck.
Decent vision to cover him. That said, Pink in the brush, as of yet undetected.
I'm watching it live. I don't give a fuck. Fuck the viewer experience. I don't care.
When it does come available.
And Owner is looking like he wants to be here at the very least to cover. They're not sure if Canyon is in the river. They don't have eyes on that. So this is just him staying around in case Canyon was up there on that top side.
And he's looking at trials right now. Looks like Damwon have the push in mid. Faker will have to give up the push in mid as well, sorry. And they have vision towards the bot side, so Beryl can actually push in with Ghost and move towards mid whenever he wants. There's a lot
Well,
of pressure.
scales.
T1, 30 seconds on Herald. Maybe
Look at all these ginger
Bro, Maokai's E is so disgusting.
It's a minefield. It's an absolute minefield. Wherever Carrier goes, he's gonna get hit by something.
I should have fucking dragged out my recliner.
Now, juggling and cycling through his second blue buff respawn on a pink ward though. This bot side vision doing so many favors for Damwon.
Clear the ward. Isn't that basic elementary? Walk in the bush, clear the ward.
I feel like this semifinal is the single most important series of games at Worlds. Whoever wins this will likely win it all. I think a lot of people are feeling the same way. Great,
but fake
totally
tweet.
valid. And based on the start of this game, I mean, it could go either way. 4 kills already in the board, 8 minutes in. Not even a 1,000 gold lead over to DK. No Heralds, no Dragons going over to either side. But this Herald would certainly be a positive start. Owner and Faker, though.
Merc tread rush from LeBlanc. Yikes. Nervous. I'm telling you, Showmaker pisses his pants game 2. They have to call it a sub. Look at this guy. Merc tread rush. We're nervous. We're nervous.
Everyone moving up towards this. Gumayushi's down on the bot side though, so T1 have got to give it up, and it looks like they will do so.
Will Gumayushi move back towards the top side though? Looks like he's going to get spotted on a ward, but he is level 6, has no boots, but he's pretty quick on the MF, 380 move speed. It's all about the mid-wave contest and then moving up towards the top side.
Faker's
love to contest these heralds.
Merc treads are strategy.
They're going to have to brute force this.
They're going to fight this. They're going to need 6. They're going to fight this. This is really newbie. Fuck it. YOLO. Bobby can R, smite, brief. Fucking disaster.
Goes down. T1 on the retreat, but already the Herald going
not mistake Dragon.
Slow, steady control. Damwon take the
really,
there's no way you can fight.
I just think that T1 is overforcing. It's so difficult to enter that when Damwon have positioning there, when they have the Maokai throwing constant saplings.
I don't think Maokai saplings will be any problem this game because they have Poppy Leona. They can always face check. Problem is when you have like a Enchanter support who like can't face check. Also, where's Faker's fucking blue buff? Hello? Where's his blue? Where is his blue? Do we not respect the second greatest mid laner of all time behind me? Why are we playing blueless on Rise?
So T1 couldn't single out a target. If they could knock someone away and get a numbers advantage, then they can press forward, but otherwise it was way too difficult. Now Carry has just abandoned bot, moved towards the top side. Herald is obviously down and is in Canyon's favor, but getting this Lucian behind would set T1 up for a much stronger mid game because they'll have more pressure over the side lanes.
Gonna catch him sleeping.
So important that we come back to the top side matchup because it is going to be very intense. You're going to see Carrier moving in here, potential to get a play.
Stop fighting.
Look for something as Khan will now back away. Khan very much being focused. It's sort of a do or die moment for him. The final tournament of his career. Khan on the opposite side, a guy who looked up to Khan, an opportunity to take down someone he envied for so long. And you can see both these players. Incredible individual statistic. Yes, KDA favoring Kana a little bit, but when you look at the damage, when you look at the CSD, you can see that Kana has had a fantastic tournament.
Absolutely. I mean, it feels like he's peaking at the right time, right? He has won titles regionally. He has never gotten that.
Oh god, they have TP.
Going for it, but Damwon looking for the dive here. Bot side.
You have to cleanse and flash. I said cleanse and flash, you asshole. We're cleansing air. Oh my god. Where are the TPs? Who's gonna let him die? Where are... Dude, we are not locked in. That was a 15-second play. Plus setup. No TPs. Doesn't flash. We get a kill? No, he has flash. Unless... Holy fuck. Doing? Get carried. Oh my god, just get carried, bro. Dude, can we just get carried? Like,
and that gold lead starting to grow.
Look at the lead for Ghost over Gumayushi already in this bot
fucking
lane.
hell.
5100 to 3400 there. The Jhin is going to be a problem.
It definitely will. Luckily for T1 though, it's a 1-3-1 game. Both these solo laners, Lucian will be against Jace, LeBlanc will be against Rise on the side lanes. Whoever can get the push on both those sides and move mid.
I think it's fine. I think it's really still fine.
So T1 have got stronger solo lanes that they've been investing in the top side so much, but just like you said,
I think if they start losing side lane, then they have a problem.
And this was such a crucial
I think they're fine. I really do.
Coming out strong, saying they believe they're the strongest bot side of the tournament. Ghost, often the guy who's overlooked or looked down on, really, in this Damwon Kia roster. So to have him come out swinging 1-0-3.
I'm not coping. I'm serious. I think they're perfectly fine.
Is such a fantastic start to this series.
Absolutely, and I feel like the reality with Ghost has somewhat, lagged behind. Like the perception is a little.
LeBlanc will do fuck all late game.
People are still thinking about him as this kind of weakness that he maybe was at MSI. People are pointing towards this Damwon bot lane is where you can really exploit them, but it hasn't been the case at Worlds. He has been.
They're looking a little lost though in the macro position. They're looking a little lost.
Than he did in spring. This is a bot lane that has been getting better and better.
The only real game you can think of as Ghost underperforming is that one against Rogue in the group stage, where he got caught out a lot, almost lost Damwon and gave them their first loss. But ever since then, especially in their series against Mad, he looked very consistent, especially on the Jhin against Mad Lions.
Kid, you gotta go. This guy just added to me, said, "Play Urgot, please." Kid, if I can't. Like, you're a dumbass, kid. Like, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Here. We're already seeing in the mid lane, Jhin just pairing with the Maokai, the Lee Sin to protect him while each of the respective solo laners are sent out to the sides.
The difference here is, though, Damwon can play on 2 lanes. And yes, T1 can play on top side and start hitting this tower, but look at the rest of the map. As I bring it up, you can see bot lane pushed in for Damwon, mid lane constantly pushed in for Damwon, and Faker can barely even walk up. He has to wait for the wave to come to his tier 2, so Damwon have so much more map control right now, and they can transition that towards the top side when the next Herald spawns.
Absolutely, and you look at just the line of vision they have across that bottom side for Damwon, through the river, invading into the enemy jungle now. It makes it very difficult for T1 to move from mid to bot, so Faker can't really do anything besides just sit under his tower and clear waves. He doesn't know where those Damwon members are, so you always have to be aware of that potential.
What I miss? Faker got a Pinta or what?
Yeah, Faker's job is just to match the TP, really. If Showmaker looks for a play mid or top, he's just there to catch waves right now and trying to involve himself on any kind of over push in mid lane. If Damwon tries to step up and hit this tier 1, you can see him on the minimap rotating in between tier 2 bot and tier 1 mid to make sure he's there in case anything kicks off.
Taking the time.
It's fine.
Game, no really big objective.
Kraken on the MF. I don't really play AD carry too much. This is a on-hit MF game.
A ton of vision there for T1. If he overextends, it is a lane they can continue to play around. But as highlighted already,
This guy gonna do a lot of auto attacking this game. I'm not really sure about that.
Now, as the second Herald spawns in around 30 seconds to a minute, the biggest question was, what will T1 do? Do you want to contest this Herald and try to get it, which will break open mid-tier 1, which unlocks the map? Or do you want to drop the Herald, play for this bot tier 1, and try to get solo lanes further ahead?
Huh?
They have
Oh,
two big options ahead of them, and they have to decide which one they want to take.
I don't really know too much. I don't play or about AD carry more, but
always will fight for that Herald. They love to go for those 5v5s around it. The question is if they just think they're too far behind to actually be able to contest, then maybe they should make this bot side play.
I feel like he's never gonna auto this game ever. And even if you do, you have crack. Who do you like?
You're gonna lose out on top tier 1 for bot tier 1. The only difference is they're gonna get a Herald, which
Do you ever touch with an auto Jhin this game? LeBlanc, Lucian. Probably you can touch Maokai and Lee.
That'll be that, but Beryl is sniffing around bots. Maybe he wants to look for Kana if he oversteps.
As highlighted,
You guys lagging?
tested in favor of Canyon. Good calling coming down. Owner on the bottom side.
Can we pause for a ping check? Okay.
Faker holding on to the top tower, getting aggressive.
I'll call for. Okay.
Locking him up, finding the snare, but Canyon is in the area again. Fishing for just a bit more damage.
I'm telling you, bro.
Potential dive. Faker and T1 holding on to the top side tower.
That was really close, yeah. So they're trying to aggressively.
I'm telling you,
as
it's
you were
not
saying,
that
Cadro,
bad.
You know, Damwon could have got a 2-for-1 tower.
They're
They
not in
actually
a bad
got that
spot.
top lane tower, then they use the Herald mid. They would have got all 3 of those outer tier 1s.
I don't know what the fuck
They could
jungle's
get
gonna
Faker's
do,
TP,
but
this does now mean Damwon have the TP advantage on Showmaker, so Kana will likely have to match to LeBlanc as he's the only one with that teleport above.
Little bit of a risk there from Faker, just TPing to the tower.
He's a
He
fucking
saw Showmaker,
Chad.
but he didn't have any vision on Canyon, I believe, so there was a world where he could have got dove there, but he was confident enough in his own mechanics to kind of dodge away from whatever they
also going Divine on the Poppy behind.
So the confidence is there. They have the top push now,
Whatever.
lacking that
This guy,
advantage.
fucking.
Showmaker can use that to Damon's advantage as they try to set up for this Herald play.
Do we actually play the Poppy? Have we been scrimming Poppy? Or are we playing for fun?
They do have the Herald now, and we'll have to see where that goes. Tier 2 is still incredibly valuable. Regardless of where they want to use it, they will get some money, but his plates have already
Somebody tell us Poppy was OP.
as big of an impact as it could have
We
been.
locked it in,
This is the
or
problem
what?
with investing the TP
Because
top.
Poppy is OP.
You could have caught that wave on tier 2 anyway, but
But do we
inevitably
play
you
it?
use TP to defend it, you defend it for one wave, the bounce comes in and it falls, right? So TP was used to hold the tower for an extra minute or 2, which hasn't really netted you any vision towards this top side either, so I would say a bit of a misplay there, but still, let's see if they can contest the mid push.
Yeah, they at least got river wards and stuff, but all that got cleared out as they move topside. They drop pinks, they clear out that side brush ward, they clear out the tri brush ward that T1 did have, and now that top tier 1 has gone down and didn't cost you your Herald, so now you can look.
I don't care about it. This is fine.
Tier
Keep
1
AFK farming.
would
This is
send the
perfect.
gold lead pretty much right back to where it was.
Yeah. Now we'll see what the next play is going to be. Honestly, game getting much quieter. Neither team seems 100% confident in pushing any kind of greater advantages. Both teams matching the 1-3-1 pretty well. Small
Maokai saplings are so disgusting, though. Holy shit.
An open skirmish or a pick.
Not the damage, they're just annoying.
Grouping around this dragon. So 30 seconds until the dragon spawns, and Damwon can force mid push if they herald it. Khan has bot push right now as well, but T1 are grouped up and they want to force something. Get the
They can win the fight.
so they can contest this objective.
And with
Maybe not actually. Poppy's so far behind. Holy fuck.
They want to get pokes with the shock blast. They want to be first to the scene. Otherwise, you're walking through saplings. You're walking through the Maokai ultimate, which is so
Why do we have
difficult to do.
Such an important highlight, Azeo. I think when Damwon Kia have the setup, Maokai feels like such an oppressive champion. In any other circumstance, Leona, the flexibility of her engage, the reliability of her ultimate feels powerful. But if you're walking
Faker's
into
frontlining.
walking into the culling and the Jin, it is not a fight that's going to go your way.
T1 have a lot of lockdown as well. If Leona ults,
Yeah, Maokai is kind of broken. Holy fuck.
Everfrost, they have a lot of single target CC, but there's the mid push coming in from Damwon. If T1 don't respond to this, they could lose 2 towers.
So
That
out-rotated, bro.
would really hurt them going towards the late game.
Owner looks like he wants to fight.
Yeah, he's a dumbass. He's gonna fucking run it.
Will T1 try to find an engage?
Ulti coming out.
Can they fight now without MFR held?
Anything from
Tower
happening
though.
down the Herald. Yes, it's a low mid lane tower, but they're not able to get a lot else. Mid wave now dead even as it's a fight for vision. Full 5v5 here, pushing off. Kana off to the side. Showmaker trying to find a little bit of poke here. Zone him away.
No, he can follow! Kill him! God, support gap. God.
There to finish the job. Damwon Kia in control of the pit.
Yeah, Damwon, perfect gameplay there, just flushing.
I don't think it's bad. Nobody on the team could follow.
The hard engage from the Jin W.
Maokai did kind of one-shot him. This game's shit.
They get the dragon.
Remove support from the game. We don't lose the game.
They're gonna get everything.
Yeah, now they're just going to get the tier 1 as well. Yes, it was denied, it was delayed, but Damwon coming away with everything they need here. 3K up, they've got both the Heralds, they've got both the Dragons, they are looking really strong.
I didn't even think about it, so they're just not going to fight, ever.
Here. You know, once you expend them MF Ultimate mid, it's very difficult to actually commit to the full 5v5. You know, it's such a powerful cooldown. And once Kana gets caught,
Let's see what happened.
Back towards the Dragon, it's just absolutely done.
Yeah, we see it again. Damwon use the Herald mid to make T1 answer. And the second of the Blanc lands a combo, even if the chain doesn't fully connect, the Jin W coming in.
Can we really not walk there? I guess not.
Forward from Beryl, make sure he's dead, and now T1 are just way too split up. You're pushed out of the river at a numbers disadvantage without MF ult. There's no way you can contest.
And I think it's
We MF the wave. MF are the wave. Bro, we have to pick it up, or we are going to lose.
Mid in the late game where they often faltered against Damwon Kia, and now we're heading into a mid in a late game where they do not.
Only 3K gold down. It's not bad.
Damwon Kia are firmly in control of the
It's
game.
that.
Drake.
It's not the
They're
gold
up
though. It's
towers at this moment, and T1 need to find a way to get back.
And what's it coming off?
They
the
look
back,
lost.
Coming off the back of Damwon's bot lane. Who'd have thought, right? We thought this was a top side Armageddon. T1 was focusing towards the top side, and we favored T1's bot lane as players to be stronger than Damwon's bot lane.
Yeah, no, we fucking TP'd to help him. And he didn't flash.
Barrel at MSI, but now at Worlds they seem to have come together much better.
And you have to give credit to how well Canyon is playing around that bot side as
Let
well.
me in,
You know,
coach.
being there at the right timing when Owner was coming in, anticipating that they were going to look for that aggressive play. The Lee Sin was there to answer. That has put him significantly ahead of Owner. And it really felt like since that bot lane play, T1 has been on the back foot, have been trying to play it much more defensively and wait to get their items so they can get this 1-3-1 online. But Damwon are doing a good job pushing the pace. And because T1 haven't been able to steal away a dragon, there is
Oh no,
always that
Cloud
soul
Soul, fucking
thing they have to
garbage.
worry about.
Yeah, and it's just great to see the
Actually not bad on the other comp.
Able to play for both sides, play for Dragons. This is something we thought T1 would be doing, and we saw throughout the LCK. Dragon was the focus. Late game fights were the focus with things like Jinx, Braum, and Azir. But now Damwon actually able to.
I would unironically carry this game on support, by the way.
To play against him both in game and in draft. As Canyon is hovering towards bot side.
Going out or not?
Gets spotted out by the blue orb.
And clear that one out. Khan here for now. Has the luxury of the red buff for these trades, but Faker and Kana both committed to the bottom side.
like this
Meanwhile,
play.
it's just Owner on the top side, ready to catch CS as well as take the Krugs.
And I think this is smart from T1. You know, he's just going to try to hover and tail his other solo laner here. Faker's going to play behind Kana, see if they can get themselves into a 2v2 or find a 2v1 to try to get a pick, open up the map, and pull Damwon around.
Yeah, but Damwon have been question mark pinging that bot lane so many times. I think they know Faker's there because he hasn't shown top for around a minute now. There's been so many question mark pings. I'm pretty sure Damwon read this play. The blue orb will spot
Much
Faker
vision.
if he walks too far forward. And there it is. Is he going to rise ult to commit? No, it just looks like Faker will be spotted out and Owner will catch the top wave, but this means Damwon have a numbers advantage top side. Maybe they want to look to force something.
Yeah, and Canyon's moving up there as well. I mean, if Owner's not careful, he is not that tanky. Canyon looking like he may want to try to go for some sort of a play, or at the very least, just zoning Owner off.
Like, this is the shit I'm talking about. They look lost.
So both teams now committing pretty heavily to trying to get a tier 2.
Unless.
T1 have to do. They know they can't face check top side. LeBlanc, Lee Sin, if you face check anyone on their team, you're locked up and you're locked down.
Okay.
And you're gonna die. So just trading tier 2s is the best play to do. So great.
Okay.
From T1.
Looking alive a little bit.
Damwon playing top side, T1 playing bot side, and if Damwon even turn towards the Baron, double TP comes in, and that's stopped.
This is really smart stuff from T1. You know, they are playing, I think, pretty well to their rank conditions. The question now becomes, you know, can you actually maintain enough vision to feel safe of that Dom1 is
MF's farming though. We got a little farmer.
Your jungle, so you can be checking on the Baron, making sure that nothing is happening without getting picked off every time you do walk in.
We are 2 items.
So dangerous.
I don't ever see when we're ever gonna auto though. I'm not sure, but we are 2 items.
High stakes, the later and later we get. Any fog war can be a death trap that'll immediately lead to Baron for either side. Plenty of tanky members to tank that one out, plenty of damage to back it up. Neither team's Baron looks too shabby at this stage of the game as Faker pushes in again on the top side. We check in on the itemization. You can see Sorrel the Scourge coming in for Khan, making it that much easier to shut down Kana if he ever does get support off in the side lane. Similarly, Ghost working towards a 3rd item. This is going to be a very explosive next fight, but for now, very much a battle of map movement, not a battle of skirmishes or big plays. It's Showmaker fishing over the wall, trying to find something, and that's going to be it. Ghost
Fucking
finds the
GG.
shot, looking for the 4th bullet, now stepping forward. Gale Force maybe a bit premature, but here comes the curtain call. Carrier.
Holy fuck!
Bullets connecting, waiting to go to the wall.
Shut up!
Turning back into the fight, but he'll go down in the meantime. DWG Kia, priority access to the Baron.
Yeah.
Faker cancels his recall. Maybe he's looking for Ghost. He will get spotted out though. DWG can collapse on him.
Faker running, DWG Kia taking this one slowly. It's still a very early Baron. It's going to take a little bit of time. Owner off the side.
I fucking stand up 3 times for this dumbass cat. And then when I finally sit back down, now he wants to go. I can't. I'm getting rid of him.
Yeah, they're just gonna go for it. Showmaker
No, just FF. You didn't fucking go to the dragon. Just FF. You're playing like shit.
Owner on his lonesome has no damage, and there's Ghost one more time.
And fucking Malphite. Just FF.
Smite secures it. DWG Kia in total control.
Yeah, T1 are wiped. DWG are gonna get the Baron.
If you're not,
That's gonna put them in the cloud
it's
so
FF. It's so
points.
lost.
And you can just see how
Bro,
they're playing it to perfection through the
if you're not to the dragon like a minute and a half before, just give it up.
And Ghost finishes the job. T1 have no range advantage whatsoever in these fights.
That's twice now the Showmaker has been able to find Kana on this Jace. Not only
Poppy was a good pick if you had a brain.
and then the chase was
Dude,
on
him hinting bot side was so grief.
that Showmaker's able to fall. Even
Still winnable.
pushing out Owner, not allowing any chance of a 50-50. They're at soul point. They're massively ahead. And it feels like DWG is getting close to having this first game in the bag.
Opening game, so crucial. Momentum and confidence. Remember how young the T1 players are. These are rookies that have come all the way up on the T1 lineup and are now being picked apart.
Block really fucking one shot like that?
The new Axe Effect replay.
Yeah, full combo comes out from Showmaker.
Serious?
The Jin W finishes the job when they open up the curtain call to chase. Even if Carrier has flash, they can force it and at best get a kill, and they do. Faker tries to cancel his recall to buy time. Kana has TP in 10 seconds, but DWG are there to finish it. Showmaker's there to zone away Owner, and it's just great play from DWG.
And I actually like T1, you know, taking a risky player. Yes, it is a 3v5. Yes, it is low percentage play, but they could feel this game.
How is
away
that
from
good?
them, and they know if they lose
Azale.
the Baron, game
Ow.
1 is likely gone. So if you could find a pick and defend in 3v4, maybe something.
I mean, they don't have, dude, there's no pressure ever. There's,
Wants to make a name for
they'll
himself.
never go in. They can never engage. Just gonna get poked the whole time.
First Showmaker, and he is showing
Please troll.
why
I'll pay
he's
you.
number 1.
I can pay you.
Absolutely dominating here.
2-0 and 3, backed up by Ghost 3-0 and 6.
Showmaker, you run in right now. I'll pay you. I don't
Trying
care.
to get something back. Already knows that they're going to have to give up the inhibitor here. Carry.
Like, they can't do anything.
So much damage now coming in. Everyone's going to body block, but in the meantime, Curtain Call is going to buy so much time for Canyon to push in this mid wave.
I think Faker just quit. I don't know, he's like, fuck you, dumbasses. You fucking low little scrubs. Or they played like shit.
But he is going to lose 2 inhibitors for this single tier 2.
Yeah, but Faker knows even if he's there's nothing he can do. He has no range advantage. He has no wave clear because he's so short ranged. If he walks up, he's the one that's gonna get hit by the Jin ults, and then Beryl will just flash forwards, lock him down, and he's dead.
I mean, bright spot is they didn't fall too far behind, like, gold-wise this game. They just got completely, like, outperformed macro-wise.
All they have to do now is play towards the top side, buff up mid and bot waves, and then start sieging the Nexus.
Exactly.
Play their comp better. Dude, you're so
That
bad.
vision in the top side to be able to play
Why did you run bot in it
scored in the
plus
way.
flash?
Someone's
You're terrible.
So good at this stage of the game. This is where it always feels like they're pretty much bulletproof. They rarely ever lose these games from ahead when they are in control in these positions, and that's why coming to the series, people talk so much about
True, Bob.
T1's early game, about their ability to get leads in the finals.
I bet, no, I bet. Dude, I bet Poppy's least damage taken playing for KD and least damage dealt.
Owner hiding the brush, 3 men there, but Khan
Give him a train ticket home, bro. Fuck it.
I think important to remember, T1 opted to camp
Sub,
inside. Khan
sub.
weathered that storm. Damwon Kia found their
Gotta sub
on
in.
the bottom side, and again, I think shocked a lot of people when Ghost has often been the center of attention.
They showed damage charts at end of the game or what?
Start for the team. Definitely going to need to see T1 mix it up as we head into the second game, adapt to what Damwon Kia.
Joe said sometimes.
This is a hard one to come back in.
And it's also almost impossible.
It's lost.
Like, because Beryl just throws saplings in every single brush. It's so safe to check these. He's gone full tank as Maokai. Now
Game's over. They can never. Okay.
Big damage. That's gonna.
That nice, bro. That he just doubled his damage.
Too far ahead. T1, yes, they're using abilities. They're throwing skills back, but curtain call's coming out, and T1 are running out of time.
Yeah, Showmaker's gonna base and TP back here. The shock blasts are coming in and it's poking them down a little
You see, we
bit.
cracked it on the MF. We haven't autoed once. Not one auto.
This top inhibitor, if this falls, I think that's it for T1. They're gonna have to try and fight this, otherwise they're gonna lose out on every
Who engages?
3 inhibitors down. That is a death sentence. T1. They're going to go out fighting, or they're going to get bled out. Damwon Kia, they're going in. Gobushi going down. Conan forced to back away, carrying it. Faker just getting torn apart. It's all too easy for Damwon Kia. Early game close.
I mean, it's a do nothing or comp. You're so up. Just ban Maokai. Dude, ban Maokai, ban Yumi. Get this champ, fucking broken ass champ out. Force these apes to actually play the game.
T1 just wasn't able to create the same kind of early advantages that got them into those
Sub in jungle. Ban Maokai Yumi.
And some of it does feel like
Force enemy support to actually play League.
this good pick of the Poppy as an answer to Lee Sin.
It's fine. We win game 2.
If you want to be answering the Lee Sin's ganks, it's hard.
Nah, Faker played fine, bro. He hard carried early game
Plays really did come from Faker moving towards top. They got
by like double roaming top lane. They beat Lucian's ass.
so much more. Showmaker was always relevant, and Damwon just played incredibly
It did not play well.
through the mid and late game.
I wonder if Damwon know that T1 is a responsive team in drafts. Think back to the Hanwha Life series, they give them LeBlanc, they give them Renekton, they pick things like Poppy and Lissandra into it, and they like